everybody. Welcome back to our vlog. This is it's supposed to be a day in the life of Freedom Real Estate Group and its family companies. I am Flip, as you I'm sure are well aware. If you're not, I'm one of the co-founders of the Freedom Real Estate Group family of companies. Today, again, we have a very special guest. I'm sure you've seen her before on these vlogs or on other interviews as well. But today's episode is episode number 21, I believe.
Yes.
21. And today's episode is called Introducing Caitlin Hummer. So, introducing Caitlin Hummer.
Hello.
And so we've got some questions here that I'm going to ask her so that way you can get to know her a little bit better. So, who is Caitlin?
So, it's funny because I have done 3 or 4 of these interviews now, and I have asked the same question to everyone, and I don't even know how to answer this one. But I'll just kind of start. I am a graduate from Southern New Hampshire University, born and raised here in Ohio. Go Bucks. Sorry. And I have an American Bulldog who is very stubborn, but also very sweet, and she is 4.5.
Well, actually, Cesar would correct you. They're not stubborn. Bulldogs are not stubborn. They're determined. I've got 2 of them. So,
It's
yes.
true.
So that's who is Caitlin. What's your actual title here?
My actual title here is Marketing and Communications Coordinator.
For 7 or 5 or 6 different companies, whatever the count is today. I'm not sure exactly how many companies.
I think officially 7. Yes.
So it's a pretty big role.
Yes.
Yes. So how did you start? Now, a lot of these questions I really know the answer to, but I'm going to ask her anyway. So how did you start with Freedom Real Estate Group?
So when I had moved back to the Dayton area, I was living in Bowling Green, Ohio for 2 years. I moved back, and I knew that I wanted to get a position in marketing. I did marketing in my previous position, and I really enjoyed it. So I was looking, and I came across the listing on Indeed, and I was reading through the description, and I absolutely loved it. I actually sent it to my mom and was like, look at the description for this company. This company looks amazing. And I interviewed with Danny. She was my first interview, and I immediately fell in love. I was like, I loved the energy she had, the questions that she asked me. It wasn't, shouldn't say this, it wasn't very intimidating, but it still was because I was interviewing with one of the owners. Right. But it just felt very relaxed and natural. And so, again, as soon as the interview was over, I called my mom and I was like, I really hope they give me the job offer because I loved this interview and Danny was so amazing. And here I am now.
That's awesome. And so how long have you been here?
It will be a year next month.
What?
Yes.
Coming up on the anniversary. Awesome. And so have you always wanted to work in real estate and to do marketing?
Real estate, yes. So I kind of grew up in the industry, and I had known that I've always wanted to get my license. As far as marketing, no. I actually wanted to go to school to be an anesthesiologist, and I had everything set up for it. And then I went to go, the final step for my process at least, was to go do it like a final walkthrough at the school. And they had a live, like dummy kind of thing set up. And the dummy talked to you and would like tell you like, oh, like that hurts or do that or do this. And I got freaked out and I was like, nope. And I dropped everything and I was like, this is not for me. And then here I am now, and I love what I do, and I love the people that I work with. I wouldn't change it.
And here I thought all they did was sit there and say, count backwards from 10. I guess there's more to it.
Yeah.
So I know that every day here is just all roses and sunshine. So how do you handle stress?
So when I was thinking of this question, I was like, I just keep working. I just keep pushing through. But sometimes there are those days where I'm like, okay, I just need to take a breather. So I will kind of like shut down my computer screens. I would take a quick breather, or sometimes I will just go get Starbucks coffee. Or recently I've also picked up yoga. So sometimes I'll do like a quick 10 or 15 minute yoga session in my office. So just trying different things like that. But most of the time is just to keep plowing through.
All right, that yogurt, right? Yogurt. Awesome. No, that's great. That's great. Yeah, it's hard, especially on days like today. Today, by the way, is raining all day, so it's not a good day to go out for a walk to decompress. But that's great. I'm glad to get that figured out. So, what is your favorite part of your job?
The people that I work with, I have never really had relationships like I have here, and I have built friendships that I will probably always have, and the culture here is so amazing and unlike anywhere else I've ever worked, or even other places that like family members or friends have worked. It's absolutely amazing, and I rave about it to everyone. I'm like, yeah, we get to bring dogs into our office. I'm like, it's so amazing. So I very, very much appreciate the culture and the people here.
Editors know I did not pay her to say any of these things.
No.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be?
I love this question. To read people's minds.
Ooh.
You could do so much with that.
I'm glad you don't have that superpower. I'm just kidding. So I hope you enjoyed today's interview and getting to know Caitlin a little bit more, because you're going to see her out there doing interviews, doing property walks, doing lots of things with our properties, and all the marketing across all of our companies. But that's going to wrap up episode number 21. Woo! So again, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, make sure you watch out for our podcast, which is called
Real Talk.
That's right.
REIAL.
I see what you did there. So again, make sure you check out our podcast. We've got a couple of those out already. But other than that, have a great day. And one of the things we always end with is invest smart.
Live happy.
There we go. Thank you.